I am almost certain that you have seen too many memes about the Will Smith incident. You've seen too many recaps about the Will Smith incident. We all know that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock with the rage of 1,000 Jigglypuffs, but that's not what I'm really here to talk about today. You're speaking to Spiritual Tokes of the ChampagneThrottle podcast, and today we're going to break down how this incident nearly proves that there is a war being waged against black families in the media. Are you ready to get started? Here we go. So you and I both know that we are in the Matrix. As a matter of fact, you may have even seen my video proving that we are in the Matrix. This Matrix that's being controlled by these demonic agents that have their own self-interest is being run to attack your subconscious in ways that will cause you to act differently towards your fellow man. Let me say that again. This matrix is designed to have you subconsciously act different towards your fellow man, and this incident exposes that even further. So you have to ask yourself, what programs are this matrix trying to have you run? The very first one is that black men are not to be respected. So Will Smith, not too long ago, not too many years ago, used to be one of the most respected black men in America. Clean cut, straight edge guy. Tried a very good actor, had a whole list of accolades and all types of different things. People enjoyed Will Smith. People loved watching movies that Will Smith was in. People respected Will Smith as a person until this matrix started publicizing his demise. They purposefully started publicizing disrespect towards one of the most respected people in order to get you to not respect black men, in order to get black women that are in relationships with black men to not respect them even further. We have August Alsina. He comes out a few years ago bragging about how he's rawing Will Smith's wife on the regular. He's rawing her out. That old woman's getting rawed out by some 20-something-year-old, and she just brings this to the attention of everybody else. So I've been in situations, right? This is another story for a different episode, but I've been in a situation where there may be a couple and they want to have the woman pleased by a younger man that they call a bull. That's a different episode. We're going to get into that later. That's why you need to subscribe to this channel. Anyways, I've been in situations like that, and those situations aren't broadcast to the world. They aren't broadcast to the world. No, when that couple comes to you and they give you this mission, they give you this low vibrational mission. Man, I was so low vibrational. They give you this low vibrational mission of pleasing a woman while this other dude knows about it. That doesn't just make headline news. That doesn't trend on Twitter. That isn't pushed by this matrix. The reason why that entire situation was pushed by the matrix, once again, was to get you to not respect black men, because apparently black men don't even respect the boundaries of their relationships. Do you see where we're going here? They purposefully emasculated this man online to make you look at black men a little bit differently. If you're dating a black man, they want you to think, oh man, dang, he's not as strong as I thought he was. Is he really the head of the household? Is he really, he's not a gangbanger. So how do I know he's a real tough guy? I thought Will Smith was a tough guy. He played in Bad Boys 1, 2, 3. I thought he was a tough guy. He's out here getting cucked. Somebody's out here rawing his wife. And he's sitting here at the Red Table Talk crying about it. So they purposefully made him a laughing stock of the entire world to get you to try to replicate that in your life. So if you're working with a black man in business, you won't respect him as much. If you're if you're in a relationship with a black man, they subconsciously don't want you to respect him and his authority. They don't want a black man to lead in any aspect. You can't be a leading actor without this world exposing the fact that, you're a cuckold or you're dealing with all this other stuff. It just paints a very, very wrong image. And the media's been doing this for quite some time. Like I've said before, the media will never put a black man in the media. The media will never put a black man in the spotlight unless he's a rapper, unless he's a gangbanger that's bragging about killing people within his own community, unless the woman is a Jezebel spirit, good for nothing but shaking her butt and showing off her goods, or if that black man is a victim, or if that black woman is a victim. Those are the only times you will see black people prominent in the media. And this is done on purpose. This is done on purpose. It's the same reason why they had figures like Lil Nas X twerking on Satan's dick. They do that to cause even more division between not just white folks and black folks and everyone else, but also the LGBTQ community and, you know, your straight community. Because the people that I know in real life that are part of the LGBTQ, that are gay or bi or whatever, those people aren't out here being absolutely disrespectful, trying to crap on your religion by twerking on some demonic monster's genitals. They just don't even think like that. What the media is trying to do is convince you that all of those people think like that. So you have more hate towards your gay neighbor, or so you have more hate towards your black neighbor. This is all by design. All right, so the second thing the Will Smith incident taught us is that apparently it's okay to get violent if your feelings get hurt. Now, here's my stance on violence. I don't believe violence is always the answer, but I do believe that violence is the final answer. Violence is always the final answer. We will take a spiritual take on that in a different episode, but that's my stance on it right now. I am not against violence. Sometimes it is necessary to protect those that are at the campfire behind you. Somebody has to look that monster, whatever it is, in the face and be willing to fight it in order to protect what they have. But that's not always necessary, especially if you're sitting down in front of a comedian. Anytime you sit down in front of a comedian, a stand-up comedy or anything like that, you know you're running the risk of being roasted. That is part of the game. That's been since like medieval times with the jester. The king wasn't out here killing every single jester that made a joke about him. Okay. But they are doing this. They are showing you this on purpose. I honestly believe the incident is scripted. That way you think, oh, wait a minute, I can't say anything around black folks. They're just gonna start attacking me. I can't even make a joke about G.I. Jane. They're just gonna snap. Black folks are like a ticking time bomb. And then black folks that are seeing this incident and being like, oh yeah, that was good. He showed him. He got up and slapped him. You buffoons, you freaking idiots are literally playing right into the matrix. You think you can just attack somebody and get violent just because they said something to hurt your feelings. And as a matter of fact, Will Smith is such a cuckold that his feelings weren't even hurt. He initially laughed at the joke, but then acted all of like he was offended after he saw that Jada didn't like being the butt of a joke, even though Will Smith has been the butt of a joke for the past 3 years. His wife is out here getting rawed and bragging about it and talking about how she got entangled in another man's penis, and he's supposed to sit there and take that. This man basically says, keep my wife's name out your mouth, but you can put his wife's titties in your mouth and he's perfectly okay with it. It's showing you like, apparently black men don't have their priorities straight. Apparently black men will get violent over the slightest things, and that programming is completely incorrect. You cannot let it go unquestioned. You cannot let that programming go unchallenged. You know, we have to stand for something. And that's not what black men represent. That's not what black women represent. That is what the media is trying to trick you into thinking we represent. I don't know what kind of dirt they have on Will Smith. I don't know if he's touched somebody or diddled somebody, but I honestly believe this entire incident was staged by the Matrix, once again, to try to get you to hate on your neighbor. And I have to come on YouTube and play cleanup. I have to come on YouTube and try to open your eyes and show you what's actually going on, because on surface level, it just is ha he laughing and stuff like that. But no, this is some low vibrational stuff they are purposely trying to put into your mind to always keep us fearful, anxious, and divided. We must fight that. We must fight that. Over this incident, you have people already divided saying Will Smith was wrong or right. Now you have people low-key anxious like, dang, man, I was going to joke with Pookie and Ray Ray, but I don't know. They just might snap. They just might go the fuck off on me, you know, like, and then somebody else is walking in fear. It's not how we're designed to operate as human beings. I'm noticing that every single thing that this media pushes is not for your benefit. Every single thing this media pushes forward, you must question it. Like, wait a minute, what is your motive here? What is your motive here? Oh, this was one of my favorite actors ever since childhood, and now we get to witness his demise, his fall from grace firsthand. Other larger incidents like Harvey Weinstein, all that stuff, don't get nearly as much attention from the mainstream media as this Will Smith thing. It's on purpose. Black men, they are trying to emasculate you. They are trying to subconsciously emasculate you. Black women, they're trying to have you disrespect your black men that should be leading your household. They're trying to have you have just a little bit less respect for them. Take just one little chip at a time, and eventually you won't have any respect left. And you won't even know why you don't respect your man. Non-black individuals, they're trying to have you see all black people as either gangbangers, Jezebel spirits, rappers, victims, cuckolds, you name it. You name it. They don't want you to respect us. And until they prove me otherwise, I will call them out on this demonic crap every single time. That is my job over here at Spiritual Tokes, Toki on ChampagneThrottle podcast. Once again, if you're one of the 12 people that are watching this, man, thank you. Thank you. Like, you really have to be a real one in order to watch my videos when they don't even top, I don't know what, I don't give a fuck about the numbers, but they don't even top like any decent numbers anymore, because now I'm coming out and talking about real stuff. And whenever you talk about real stuff, that's when the algorithms, that's when this matrix is like, oh, nah, we are not pushing this. You're trying to bring people together. You're trying to empower individuals. You're trying to raise the vibration of your people. Absolutely not. No, we cannot have other people see this video. So I really do appreciate you watching my video. If you've made it this far, maybe share it to someone that you know needs to see it. Somebody that's still hung up on this Will Smith thing and how they're arguing with somebody else about whether he was wrong or right. Drop this video in the comments. Maybe we can wake them up. Maybe they're just a bot. Maybe they are an NPC and there's nothing you can do about it. But you will never know unless you speak to that NPC. If you speak to that NPC and you try to wake them up by sharing a video link and they just refuse to wake up, just leave them be. But until then, we must try. We must try to reach out there and empower and enhance and help our fellow men and women on this earth, because we're all we need. We just need God. We need nature. We need each other. And we need, time to ourselves. Sometimes we need a little solitude. Yeah, so I really appreciate you watching. You stay safe. You take care of yourself. Get in the sun. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're grounding yourself in nature. This world is counting on you. This world needs you. I appreciate you. And until next time, peace.